Front Room has mastectomy and fashion bras for every size. Bands from 30 to 56, cups from AA to P. We have sport, maternity, and nursing bras. We custom fit fashion bras with pockets for mastectomy clients. Our certified fitters help you find the perfect bra. Front Room has mastectomy and fashion bras for every size. Bands from 30 to 56, cups from AA to P. We have sport, maternity, and nursing bras. We custom fit fashion bras with pockets for mastectomy clients. Our certified fitters help you find the perfect bra.
Women's flat track roller derby is played on a variety of floors and surfaces, including concrete, sport court, and wood. The track layout is 108 feet by 75 feet and is flat and oval. It also includes both outside lane and infield area for officials. You'll notice there are two primary lines across one side of the straightaway on the track. The back line is called the jammer line, and jammers must start each jam behind that line on the track. The other line is called the pivot line, and blockers start the jam anywhere on the track between the jammer line and the pivot line. Once the jam starts, the skaters are allowed to skate forward, past these lines, and start making contact. But they must stay on the track at all times, if they can help it. Roller derby is played in increments called jams. Each jam lasts up to 2 minutes. Both teams field up to 5 skaters at the start of the jam. 4 of these skaters are called blockers, and one is called the jammer. The jammer wears a helmet cover with a star on it and scores points for the team. The blockers are playing both offense and defense at the same time, and together they make up what is called the pack. The 2 jammers start each jam behind the pack and must get through all of these skaters for an initial pass before they can begin to score points. When the initial pass is complete, a jammer can score 1 point for every opponent they pass with their hips. The first jammer out of the pack legally is declared lead jammer, which means they can end the jam anytime they want before the 2 minutes are up. Sounds easy, right? Roller derby is a hard-hitting contact sport played on quad roller skates. The object of the game is simple: score a point for every opponent you pass. But getting there is not so simple. At the beginning of the jam, each team fields a jammer. The jammer is the skater with the star on her helmet, and she is the only one allowed to score points for her team. After the whistle, each jammer must make what's called their initial pass through the pack before they can start scoring points. On each subsequent pass, they can score 1 point for each opposing blocker they pass upright and inbounds on the track. If a jammer completely laps an opposing jammer, she can also earn a point for passing her. Each point is scored by the jammer's hips getting past her opponents, not her skates, requiring speed, agility, and even a little creativity.
Okay, and welcome to the second bout of tonight's doubleheader here at Court 1 in Lansing. We're going to watch the Downriver Roller Dolls in blue taking on Lansing Roller Derby in green. We are going to get started here with team introductions in just a few seconds, I believe. We are waiting to get the go-ahead from head ref. I know, you know, you know. And we have gotten the signal from the head ref. We are going to get started and introduce to you the Downriver Roller Dolls B team. They are coming to us from south of Detroit. Number 153, Tiger Lily. Number 26, Seam Ripper. Found the seamstress. Number 310, Rocky Wrecker. Number 314, Sour Apple Pie. Number 41, Squidget. 27, Mitch B. Trippin'. Number 556, Punisher. Number 621, Equinox. Number 72, Hita Latte. Found the coffee lover. Number 808, Hawaiian Punch. Number 85, She-Ra. Number 9, All the Way, May. The team captain. Number 7, Cotton Candy Princess. Downriver will be coached tonight by Eat, Chip, and Die. And skating for Lansing tonight, wearing green, number 10, Lucille Brawl. Number 104, Night Train. Number 14, Warhol. Number 2, Andy Wardall. Number 21, Mick Jammer. Number 30, Voodoo Dolly. Number 31, Roxy Heartbreaker. Number 3, 2, 1, Demolition. Number 32, Annie DeSpanko. Number 37, Ms. Hyde. Number 503, Cosmic Slams. Number 56, Deacon Bruce. Number 65, Kobe. Number 88, Ready, Set, Riot. And team captain tonight, number 9, Bad Aptitude. This is your Lansing Roller Derby. Lansing Roller Derby will be coached by Yar and Strega. Let's get this second bout started tonight. Lansing's Jammer getting a big hug on the sideline from Mother Tucker. That's number 2, Andy Wardall on the gym line for Lansing. That is number 808, Hawaiian Punch, wearing the star for Downriver. And Hawaiian Punch just cannot wait to get started tonight. We are with you, Punch. We gotta wait for the refs. And that whistle starts tonight's game already. Hawaiian Punch coming up against a thick wall of green. Ms. Hyde, longtime Lansing veteran, holding it down. Deacon Bruce gonna assist. Andy Wardall will be your lead jammer. And Kobe, Ms. Hyde lining up at the front of that pack. Hawaiian Punch still working her way on that initial pass. And Andy Wardall coming around for 4 points. First points of the game now officially on that scoreboard. Lucille Brawl going to come in, have a little sit in the penalty box. First penalty of the game. Andy Wardall's going to call it on the straightaway. Downriver held scoreless in that jam. Lansing at 4. Number 21, Mick Jammer on the jam line there for Lansing. Deacon Bruce, Miss High back out there doing some blocking for Lansing. That's number 72, Hit a Latte, jamming forward, downriver. And Mick Jammer gets hit to the inside, gets a penalty. This is going to be a power jam for downriver. Hit a Latte will be your lead jammer. Eat, Chip, and Die giving some bench instructions to his team, and Hit a Latte hits that green wall right there at the front of the pack. Miss Hyde, Deacon Bruce lining back up there at the front. And Hit a Latte is out. Downriver now on the board for 4 points. Ms. Hyde and Lucille Brawl not barely giving an inch there to Hit a Latte. Mick Jammer now back in the game out of that penalty box. She's waving the helmet panty around saying, who wants it, who wants it? Not me. And she's got a wall of blue there to contend with at the back of the pack. Mitch B. Trippin's gonna force Mick Jammer to the back of that pack. And, oh, nice. Lucille Brawl putting a nice hit there on Hit a Latte. Hit a Latte is going to call it. And it looks like Hit a Latte scored 2 more points there in that jam. No, 3. That's going to bring Downriver up to 7. Lansing at 6. And that is a lead change. First lead change of this second bout. That's going to be an all drink. And looks like and Lansing doing their famous 4-wall at the front of the pack. Downriver's jammer is trying her best to get through. That's going to be Night Train holding that line down for Lansing. Number Voodoo Dolly also going to assist. But Downriver holding it down in the back of that pack. Roxy Wrecker looking to get a hit on Roxy Heartbreaker there. Oh. Look at that. It's sour apple pie. She will be your lead jammer. No, I spoke too quickly. Sour apple pie was in front, but Roxy was your lead jammer. Roxy's going to call it double goose egg on that jam. We still have a 1-point game, 7-6. And this is going to be number 88, Ready, Set, Riot on the jam line for Lansing. That 3-on-4 pack, Bad Aptitude having a sit in the penalty box. Oh! Ready, Set, Riot takes a hit off the invisible blocker at the front of the pack, but she is still your lead jammer. She-Ra getting her teammates to team up at the back of that pack, waiting for Ready, Set, Riot. Meanwhile, Seam Ripper still fighting her way through that pack. Seam Ripper is out, will not be your lead jammer. Ready, Set, Riot on that scoring pass, getting held back by, oh nope, she calls it off. Did she score point? Nope, looks like, wait, I spoke too quickly. Ready, Set, Riot did put 2 points on the 3 points. Lansing's now at 9, Downriver at 7. That is another lead change. That is another all drink. And if the rest of the game continues like this, those of you at the Mayfair bar will be probably enjoying the remainder of this game from the comfort of the floor. I know I would be. That is Andy Wardall and Hawaiian Punch back out there wearing the stars in this jam. And it looks like Hawaiian Punch not quite out of the pack, but she is going to be lead jammer. Andy Wardall looking to get that star pass there. Star pass achievement unlocked. Deacon Bruce, number 56, now taking over as jammer. This means, of course, Andy Wardall now becomes another blocker in the pack. Eat, chip, and die, screaming at Hawaiian Punch to call it, and she does. Hawaiian Punch picked up 2 points for Downriver in that jam. Lansing, goose egg. So Downriver now at 10, Lansing at 9, shaping up to be a very, very exciting bout tonight. Mick Jammer, number 21 on the jam line for Lansing. And that is number 72, Hit a Latte for Downriver. Both packs at full strength. Lansing's pivot takes the tumble, holding up her hands. Mick Jammer stuck behind that 3-wall there in the back of that pack. Meanwhile, Hit a Latte trying to break up that wall of 3 in the front. Voodoo Dolly for Lansing doing a nice job holding down that line of blockers. But number 85, Shira, doing her best to keep Mick Jammer contained. And look at that, Hit a Latte is out. She will be your lead jammer. And Hit a Latte takes some direction from the bench and calls it. Hit a Latte picked up 2 points there for Downriver. Lansing held scoreless. That's going to bring Downriver up to 12. Lansing still at 9. Roxy Heartbreaker, number 31, back on the jam line for Lansing. That is number 314, Sour Apple Pie, jamming for Downriver. Sour Apple Pie dashes around the outside, gets past Night Train. She will be your lead jammer. Roxy Wrecker, meanwhile, doing her best to hold down that line. Roxy Heartbreaker passes the star to Deacon Bruce. Second star pass of the game unlocked. Deacon Bruce held scoreless as Sour Apple Pie calls it off. But it looks like double goose egg on that jam. I just saw the ref's hand go up. Demolition comes off the trap. Lansing has 1 in the box. That's Ready, Set, Riot, number 88, back on the jam line for Lansing. Downriver's pack at full strength. Deacon Bruce looking to get an assist or a star pass there. And Seam Ripper goes tumbling. She's got to get past Ms. Hyde, longtime Lansing veteran there at the front of the pack. But number 556, Punisher, doing some nice containment there. Ready, Set, Riot, having a tough time getting through that pack. And Seam Ripper is going to be your lead jammer. Ready, Set, Riot, trying to get that star pass. Deacon Bruce taking the star again for Lansing. 3 star passes, and we are barely 10 minutes into tonight's bout. Eat, chip, and die, screaming on the sidelines for Seam Ripper to call it, and she does. 3 points going on the board there for Downriver. Lansing held scoreless. This is going to bring Downriver up to 15, Lansing at 9. Hawaiian Punch back on the jam line for Downriver. Little fist bump there to number 2, Andy Wardall. Believe this is the 3rd time tonight these two have faced off on the jam line. 3-on-4 pack. Downriver's jammer cooling her heels in the penalty box. Andy Wardall coming up against Roxy Recker there on the inside. Hawaiian Punch takes the lead. She will be your lead jammer. Andy Wardall in the back of that pack. Demolition doing her best to break up that Downriver wall there. And Hawaiian Punch coming up against Kobe there on her scoring pass. Kobe puts a hit on her, and Hawaiian Punch hits it and quits it, scores 4 and calls it off. Downriver now at 19, Lansing at 9. We've got a 10-point game. Mick Jammer, number 21, out jamming for Lansing. And the Downriver jammer, that's number 72, Hitalate, doing her level best to get through that 4-wall. Hit to the outside by Wardall there. Deacon Bruce and Ms. Hyde teaming up to keep Hitalate contained, but Shira is going to force Mick Jammer to the back of that pack. And Downriver's pivot also puts a little hit there on Mick Jammer. And a track cut has been called on Mick Jammer. This is going to be a power jam for Downriver. And can't quite see what's going on there. It's on all the way on the other side of the track. Hitalate about to try to make her way through that green wall on her scoring pass. Of course, with their jammer in the box, Lansing is free to concentrate 100% on defense in this jam. Downriver's pivot doing her level best to break up that 4-wall. Deacon Bruce and Ms. Hyde doing a nice job on containment. Kobe doing some nice bridging there between the two groups of skaters. Killing time for Mick Jammer to come out of that penalty box, and come out she does. Currently she's stuck behind that wall of blue there on turn 3. Hitalate still behind that 3-wall, tiptoeing away on the inside. Hitalate scores 4. That's going to be the jam. Downriver now up to 19, Lansing at 9. We've got a 10-point game, but still, 10 points is nothing in roller derby. This is still very much anybody's game with just over 15 minutes left to go in this first half. And just before the jam starts, we have an official timeout. We want to thank our gold sponsor this season, Front Room Under Fashions, the best things next to your skin. Are your boobs important to you? I know they've been two of my best friends ever since middle school. Well, then you're going to want to check out Front Room Under Fashions in Lansing. They support Lansing Roller Derby in many ways. They've got personalized fitting, amazing sport bras. If you love your boobs, check out Front Room Under Fashions. We are back into action here. 5-on-5 out there on the track. Ms. Hyde, Lucille Brawl doing a dynamite job at the front of the pack, containing that downriver jammer. That is Sour Apple Pie, number 314. And Roxy Heartbreaker is wearing, number 31 is wearing the star there for Lansing. Rocky Wrecker going up to help her jammer by breaking up that wall of green, and it works. Sour Apple Pie is your lead jammer. Mick Jagger finds a hole in the pack and gives chase. And look at that! Sour Apple Pie leaps past Miss Hyde on the inside, scores 4 and calls it off. Hit it and quit it. Downriver now at 27, Lansing still at 9. Let's see if Ready, Set, Riot, number 88, can. We've got number. Sorry, I was called away from the mic for a second. Number 26, Seam Ripper, is out there jamming for Downriver. Number 88, Ready, Set, Riot, trying to break up that 3-wall at the back of the pack. And we have a lot of great containment going on tonight from both teams. Seam Ripper is going to be your lead jammer. And Seam Ripper now on that scoring pass. Lansing, of course, doing their level best to stop that kind of nonsense from happening. It's like Kobe doing a nice job holding down that wall, and Ready, Set, Riot sneaks through on the inside on that scoring pass. On her initial pass. Lansing held scoreless, but it looks like Downriver managed to steal 2 points in that jam. So now we have a 20-point game. Downriver at 29, Lansing still at 9. And we've got Hawaiian Punch back on the jam line for Downriver. It's going to be number 2, Andy Wardall, for Lansing. I'm not sure if Yar and Chip are putting these two together on purpose, but it's the fourth jam they've both been in as jammers, starting to look that way. And Kobe is in hot pursuit, but that can't stop Hawaiian Punch. She will be your lead jammer. Andy Wardall a lap behind, and I hear the single whistles. That means some penalties are being called. That's good. And looks like, Hawaiian Punch scored 4 points there, calls it off, but it looks like Andy Wardall did manage to steal a point in that jam. Lansing's now at 10, Downriver at 32. Sour Apple Pie, 314, back out there, jamming for Downriver. Number 21, Mick Jammer for Lansing. We've got a 3-on-2 pack. Sour Apple Pie skipping around on the outside. She will be your lead jammer. Punisher doing her best to stick to Mick Jammer there. Punisher gets her teammates to line up with her at the front of the pack. Meanwhile, Sour Apple Pie sneaks through for 4. Bad attitude coming out of that penalty box to join her teammates there. And Lucille Brawl putting that shoulder right into Sour Apple Pie's chest, but that can't slow her down. Sour Apple Pie slips right past Deacon Bruce to put 4 more points on the board for Downriver. Mick Jammer looking to get that star pass. And look at that, and Roxy Wrecker hanging out at the back of that pack. Keeping, and Mick Jammer takes a big hit there off of She-Ra. It's going to force her to the back of that pack. Sour Apple Pie scoring 2 more points in that jam for Downriver. That's going to bring Downriver up to 42, Lansing at 10. We have just over 9 minutes left in tonight's first half of this second bout of tonight's doubleheader. Number 808, Hawaiian Punch out there, jamming for Downriver. That is Roxy Heartbreaker for Lansing. And Kobe and Hawaiian Punch are neck and neck. And Kobe has killed enough time to allow Roxy Heartbreaker to come out. She will be your lead jammer. But Hawaiian Punch just a breath behind. Roxy calls it double goose egg on that jam. Number 88, Ready Set Riot out there on the jam line for Lansing. Ready Set Riot, of course, anthem singer for all of this season's home games. And Downriver has just called a team timeout. This timeout is brought to you by Skymint Premium Cannabis. Skymint, proud to be Lansing Roller Derby's platinum sponsor this season. Premium Cannabis, farm to stash, farm to table, farm to tray, farm to what have you, grown right here in the Mitten State. Check them out at skymint.com. Also, we hope you're joining us tonight at our after party at the Mayfair Bar. Tonight's theme, high school stereotypes. And if you're watching this game from the Mayfair Bar, stick around. We'll all be there to join you after the conclusion of this bout. If you are interested in sponsoring Lansing Roller Derby, make sure you contact them. You could email sponsorship@lansingrollerderby.com. Right. Team timeouts, limited to just 1 minute. That means action can start again quickly. Ready, Set, Riot, tiptoeing around the inside there. Trying to break up that 3-wall in the front of that pack. Number Tiger Lily back there trying to break up that wall of green for Seam Ripper. Ms. Hyde, Deacon Bruce looking to line up there, keep Seam Ripper from becoming lead. Oh, and they did, and they make it happen! Ready, Set, Riot will be your lead jammer. And number 85, She-Ra, takes a tumble there in the middle of the track. Ready, Set, Riot on her scoring pass. And Seam Ripper has been called out on a track cut. This is going to be a power jam for Lansing. This could be the opportunity Lansing needs to close up that gap on the scoreboard. Oh, but what is this? Ready, Set, Riot here to join Seam Ripper in the penalty box. Of course, Seam Ripper will be released. Ready, Set, Riot will serve the exact same amount of time that Seam Ripper was in the box, which was not all that long. Oh, both jammers now in. And Seam Ripper trying to put that jammer panty back on her head, runs right into the back of Night Train there. Ms. Hyde looking to do some bridging or come in to assist, make that 3-wall into a 4-wall. Shira doing a nice job in the back of that pack, holding down that blue line. Ready, Set, Riot taking a hit there to the outside. And we have a star pass there from downriver just as the jam is called off. And looks like Ready, Set, Riot picked up a few 3 points in that jam. Downriver held scoreless. That's going to bring Lansing up to 14. Downriver at 42. We've got Sour Apple Pie, 314 on the jam line for Downriver. It's going to be Andy Wardall, number 2 for Lansing. 5-on-5. Lucille Brawl shoving those hips right into Sour Apple Pie. Bad Aptitude holding that wall down. Kobe's also going to assist. Roxy Wrecker, 310, looking to help hold down that wall for Downriver. Number 41, Squidget, also going to assist. Andy Wardall having a tough time breaking through there. Oh, big hit from Roxy Wrecker. Both jammers more or less almost at a standstill. Andy Wardall takes a hit there to the middle. Roxy Wrecker says, enough of this. I'm going to go break up that line for my jammer. And Roxy Wrecker opens the hole. Sour Apple Pie takes it. She will be your lead jammer. Andy Wardall is out. She will not be your lead jammer. Sour Apple Pie scooting around on the outside, taking some direction from the bench. She calls it. Hit it and quit it. I keep saying it because it works. 4 points for Downriver. These skaters are going by fast, 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 and so is the clock. We have just under 4 minutes left to go in this first half. 3-on-4 out there. We have a Downriver blocker in the penalty box. This is 808 Hawaiian Punch jamming for Downriver. And Roxy Heartbreaker, didn't see that coming, sneaking around on the outside. She will be your lead jammer. Deacon Bruce takes a hit to the outside. Roxy Wrecker going full speed ahead. As soon as she gets ahead of that Downriver line, she calls it. 4 points for Lansing and none for Gretchen Wiemers. Lansing now at 18, Downriver at 46, and it looks like Roxy picked up a penalty at the end of that last jam. This is going to be a power jam for Downriver. And we've got an official timeout. That whistle means the timeout is over. 5 seconds has been called. We're lining back up to do what we all came here to do, which is either skate or watch skating. This is number 72, Hit a Latte, jamming for Downriver. Night Trend rushing to help her team do some containment there. Ms. Hyde and Kobe gonna come in to assist. Hit a Latte breaks through everybody, and she will be your lead jammer. And Lansing, of course, concentrating 100% on defense. Night Train's got to let Hit a Latte go. That's going to be 4 points on the board for Downriver. Roxy out of that penalty box. That, of course, was her first pass. Eat, chip, and die, screaming at his jammer to call it, and call it she does. On yet another hit it and quit it jam, courtesy of Downriver Roller Dolls. Downriver now at the half-century mark, 50. Lansing at 18, just over a minute and a half left to go in this first half. Ready, Set, Riot taking the star back for, and Eat, Chip, and Die has called a team timeout for Downriver. And this is actually an official review for Downriver. Both teams, of course, one official review per bout. Eat, Chip, and Die pauses for a quick high five there from bench coach Yar. Eat, Chip, and Die and Yar, of course, both been in Michigan Derby for a number of years. And the official review is over. We'll let you know when we find out just what was going on there. And looks like Downriver has used their official review as a timeout. Teams definitely are allowed to do that. Hawaiian Punch coming up against that wall of green at lots of miles an hour. I have no idea. Deacon Bruise and Demolition doing their best to keep her back, but she will be your lead jammer. Ready, Set, Riot, trying to get through that three wall there in the back of that pack. Deacon Bruise coming in for an assist. And and looks like Hawaiian Punch takes a hit there off of Demolition in the front of the pack, but she keeps right on trucking. 4 points for Downriver. Ready, Set, Riot looking to get the star pass there. Deacon Bruise possibly looking to get the star for a fourth time in this bout. Star pass denied. Ready, Set, Riot still going to be the jammer. And Hawaiian Punch trying to get through on her second scoring pass there. Deacon Bruise doing a nice job holding down that wall there at the front of the pack, and Hawaiian Punch comes out for 4 points. That's going to be 8-point jam so far for Downriver. Ready, Set, Riot on her, I believe on her scoring pass. And taking some direction from the bench, Hawaiian Punch hits the floor, calls it off, but not before Ready, Set, Riot scored 3 points for Lansing. That's going to bring Downriver to 58, Lansing at 21, and that's also going to be intermission. We will rejoin the track in just about 15 minutes.
chat room has mastectomy in fashion bras for every size. Bands from 30 to 56, cups from AA to P. We have sport, maternity, and nursing bras. We custom fit fashion bras with pockets for mastectomy clients. Our certified fitters help you find the perfect bra.
The Mitten Mavens are a local roller derby organization, a 501c4 in the East Lansing area. Roller derby is super important in our community and for our culture because it gives women the opportunity to be aggressive and to be strong, to be vocal, and to be proud about their bodies no matter what sizes and shapes that they are. Our recruiting process happens all year round. We're an open enrollment organization, which means that people can join at any time throughout the year. However, we do host biannual boot camps, which are the best time for people to join. We run one in the beginning of the winter, so in January, and then we run a second in the summer, usually starting about June. And during those boot camps, we train people who have never skated before. You don't need any experience at all. You can support the Mitten Mavens by coming to our home bouts. That's the best way you can support the youth because not only does it grow the awareness of the sport, it grows our fan base, which we love to have as many fans as possible at our home bouts. So you can also get involved with this league by joining as a non-skating official or a referee or a volunteer. You can check us out at www.eastlansingrollerderby.com.
this season, but you can catch Lansing in about 4 weeks at this year's Mitten Kittens tournament. And head ref, you know, I know, you know, is just blown the long whistle. That means we're going to get back into action here. Looks like both teams at full strength there out on the track. Number 808 Hawaiian Punch will be jamming for downriver. Andy Wardall, number 2 for Lansing. She cuts through on the inside. She becomes lead jammer. And Andy Wardall comes around on the outside. And Hawaiian Punch coming through on that scoring pass. She's running right into demolition. Scoots past Miss Hyde. Those hips are past Miss Hyde, and she calls it. Now let's look at the ref's fingers. Looks like 3 points for Downriver on that jam. The hit it and quit it strategy, also a good way to hold the other jammer scoreless. A good jammer knows when the opposing jammer is coming up on a scoring pass and will call it off before it gets to that point in a lot of cases. And looks like we've got an official timeout. Lansing Roller Derby sponsored this season by Tom's Food Center. Tom's believes food should be fun, adventurous, and affordable, and you shouldn't have to kill it yourself unless that's just your thing. They keep working to find great new tastes and value. Come check them out for their fresh produce, their meat department, their in-store bakery, and a deli. And best of all, Tom's Food Center believes in supporting Michigan and invests in the schools and communities they serve. Make sure you go to visit them at 169 West Grand River in Okemos, or their second location at 1462 East Grand River in Portland. Also, make sure you join us after this bout for tonight's after party at the Mayfair Bar. Tonight's theme is high school stereotypes. Jam's back, and the jam is back on. That is Hit a Latte, number 72 out there jamming for Downriver. Number 21, Mick Jammer of Lansing. She will be your lead jammer. Hit a Latte in hot pursuit. And it looks like Mick Jammer going to go for a few points on this jam and gets caught up in the back and calls it. Mick Jammer did put a couple of points on the board there for Lansing. Downriver held scoreless. That's going to bring Downriver still at 63, Lansing up to 23. We've got a 40-point game just a couple of minutes into this second half. Tiger Lily come to the penalty box, have a sit. 3 on 4 out there. Roxy Heartbreaker wearing the star for Lansing. That is Sour Apple Pie, 314 for Downriver. And look at that. Oh, and number 503, Cosmic Slam, says to let her go. Sour Apple Pie will be your lead jammer. Taking the star for the 4th time this evening, we have Deacon Bruce, number 56 of Lansing. And the inside is wide open. Sour Apple Pie takes it. Hit it and quit it. 4 points for Downriver. It's going to bring them up to 67. Lansing still at 23. Number 88, Ready Set Riot, takes her place behind the jam line there for Lansing. Seam Ripper, number 26 of Downriver, trying to get through that. Now it's a 4-wall there. And Downriver's pivot, doing her best to break up that wall. That's Tiger Lily trying to break it up. 4. And 2 of them make it happen. Lucille Brawl decides to take a hit on the jammer. Lucille Brawl's going to go to the penalty box for that hit. And Seam Ripper, leading the track there for a few seconds, decides to call it. Double goose egg on that jam. Number 65, Kobe, jamming for the... Wait a second. Looks like Kobe will be coming off the track. Ready, Set, Riot picked up a penalty there at the end of that jam, so it looks like this will be a power jam for Downriver, and that is number 808, Hawaiian Punch. You see, taking the inside there to become lead jammer. Both teams at a standstill. Downriver opening things up. Lansing trying to close them down. Hawaiian Punch takes the inside. 4 points on the board for Downriver. Lucille Brawl coming out of the penalty box to join her teammates there. Nice hit on 104. Night Train there. And Hawaiian Punch going to score 4 more for Downriver. Ready, Set, Riot just out on that initial pass. Hawaiian Punch on her 3rd scoring pass, then she calls it from the floor. I see Downriver's coach's hand signaling the points. All right, now I see the ref's hand signaling the points. Looks like Hawaiian Punch did pick up a couple of more points there. Downriver now at 77, Lansing at 23. Oh. That is Kobe, number 65, jamming for I believe the first time tonight for Lansing. And that is 72, Hit a Latte for Downriver. Hit a Latte, of course, currently trapped behind that 4-wall for Lansing. 32, Annie DeSpanko doing a nice job holding it down, and Kobe will be your lead jammer. Wardall trying to come after that jammer. Deacon Bruce and Ms. Hyde holding her up at the front of that pack. Meanwhile, Kobe coming around for her scoring pass. She's got to get past Equinox there at the back of that Downriver wall. Kobe putting 4 points on the board there for Lansing. Looks like Kobe's just going to keep on going. Hit a Latte, still trying to get through that wall of green, and Ms. Hyde goes down. And, oh, that was Mordahl. And Hit a Latte is going to the back of that pack. Kobe calls it. And Hit a Latte did pick up a few more points in this jam. That's going to bring Downriver up to 79, Lansing at 28. Just under 23 minutes left to go in this second half. Sour Apple Pie, 314, out there jamming for Downriver. And looks like she's sneaking up behind her almost as Andy Wardall, number 2 of Lansing. Bad Attitude doing nice work there. Lucille Brawl also going to come in to assist, holding down that 4-wall there for Lansing. Sour Apple Pie takes a tumble, lines up back behind the Lansing wall. But Andy Wardall's trapped behind that tough back all the way May, holding down that wall of blue there that you see in the back of the pack. And Andy Wardall sees the opening. Demolition's given her and takes it. Andy Wardall will be your lead jammer. she is calling it off. We'll see if Sour Apple Pie got through, and it does look like Sour Apple Pie also picked up 4 points in that jam. So that's going to bring Downriver up to 83, Lansing at 32. Mick Jammer, number 21, on the jam line for Lansing. And we've got an official timeout being called. Looks like timeout still in progress. Oh, never. I spoke too quickly. You know, I know, you know. Just giving the signal to go ahead. We're back into action, folks. Number 21, Mick Jammer, coming around on the outside. She's going to be your lead jammer. Seam Ripper not far behind. Seam Ripper knocking down Night Train on her way through that pack. Mick Jammer coming through on that scoring pass. She's going to take a hit to the outside, courtesy of Equinox, and she will call it off. Mick Jammer picked up 2 points for Lansing on that jam. It's going to bring Lansing up to 34, Downriver at 83. That is number 808, Hawaiian Punch, on the jam line for Downriver. Going to be joined by number 31, Roxy Heartbreaker of Lansing. Ms. Hyde and Lucille Brawl holding it down, but Hawaiian Punch is wise to their tricks. She will be your lead jammer. Deacon Bruce, Lucille Brawl looking to take that star if needed from Roxy. Hawaiian Punch trying to get through on that scoring pass. Looks like Voodoo Dolly holding her back, and Hawaiian Punch is called off on a penalty. This is going to be a power jam for Lansing. Roxy Heartbreaker running right into Cotton Candy Princess there in the middle of the pack, but she comes out for 4 points for Lansing. And Ms. Hyde looking to break up that wall of blue there for Roxy. Roxy, of course, wanting to pick up at least 4 more points while Hawaiian Punch is stranded in the penalty box. Lucille Brawl also doing her best to break up that wall there for Roxy. It looks like Rocky may be trying to go for a star pass in this jam. Oh, but look at that. Hawaiian Punch comes out, knocks her way through that pack to score 4 points for Downriver. And it looks like Lucille Brawl is taking the star, and her pivot panty falls as she puts that star panty on her helmet. Meanwhile, Hawaiian Punch scores another 4 points there for Downriver. Lucille Brawl coming around for 4, and that's the natural end of the jam, full 2 minutes. Number 72, Hit a Latte, back out there jamming for Downriver. It's Ready, Set, Riot, 88 for Lansing. Tiger Lily looking to do some bridging there for Downriver in the middle of the pack. Hit a Latte, trying to break her way through that four wall. Nice blocking there from Deacon Bruce. Warhol also going to come in to assist. And number 556, the Punisher, holding down that wall of Downriver blockers there in the back of the pack. Ready, Set, Riot. Looking to get a shoulder through. Demolition of Lansing also doing some nice blocking there at the front of the pack. Number 85, Shira, we've seen quite a bit of her blocking tonight, and she does not give up easily. Ready, Set, Riot, stuck in the back of the pack. And the Downriver pivot going to come in and have a sit. Tiger Lily going to come visit us announcers here on the sideline. Oh, Ready, Set, Riot breaks through. She will be your lead jammer. Hit a Latte, trapped still behind Demolition and Bad Aptitude. Oh, and Hit a Latte picks up a track cut. This will be a power jam for Lansing. Ready, Set, Riot. Scooting around on the inside. Score on that first scoring pass. And I see the ref's fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4 points for Ready, Set, Riot. Second scoring pass. Jam reaches again, going the full 2 minutes. It looks like Ready, Set, Riot picked up 3 more points for Lansing before time was called. Lansing now at 49, Downriver 91, just 9 points below that century mark. Hit a Latte, still in that penalty box. Power start for Lansing on this next jam. And we have Andy Wardall wearing the star. All the way May doing some nice containment there on Wardall. Wardall still going to be your lead jammer. Hit a Latte, getting the time she needs to come out. But Demolition and Night Train saw it coming. They are ready. Andy Wardall forced to the back of the pack on her scoring pass. We've got a star pass from Downriver. Roxy Recker taking the star for the rest of this jam. Roxy Wrecker muscles her way through the pack, and she will not be your lead jammer. Andy Wardall coming around for 4 points. She calls it off. That's going to bring Lansing up to 53. Downriver still at 91. Mick Jammer just confirming from the bench that she is going to be jamming. And just before the jam starts, Coach Chippendye has called a team timeout for Downriver. For those of you enjoying this game from the Mayfair Bar, please stick around after this bout is over. We will all be there to join you shortly at tonight's after party. Tonight's theme is high school stereotypes. We want to thank our platinum sponsor this season, Sky Mint Premium Cannabis. Farm stash grown right here in Michigan. Premium cannabis for the creatives, for the deep thinkers, for the lovers, for the friends, for everybody. Because what is weed for if it's not for everybody? And if you are going to smoke, you should smoke premium, homegrown here in everyone's favorite state, the Mitten State, skymint.com. And 5 seconds has been called. We are about to get started. So, but the refs are speaking. And I know has called another official timeout. All right, now I think we're back into action for real. That is Sour Apple Pie jamming for Downriver, and number 21, Mick Jammer for Lansing. Mick Jammer is going to be your lead jammer. Sour Apple Pie stuck behind Deacon Brews and Demolition there. Mick Jammer coming up on that scoring pass. Nice hit there, courtesy of Shira. And jam is called off. Lansing picking up 1 point in that jam. Downriver held scoreless, still at 91. Roxy Heartbreaker, 31, coming back to the jam line for Lansing. 8:08. Hawaiian Punch, jamming for Downriver. Number 9, Bad Aptitude, holding down that 4 wall there for Lansing. And Demolition tumbling around a little bit, trying to keep Hawaiian Punch contained. Wardall going to come in for an assist. So is Kobe, 65. But Hawaiian Punch will be your lead jammer. It looks like Wardall's coming to the penalty box for that block. Roxy Heartbreaker looking to get the star pass here. All the way May looking to block that star pass. Kobe says, I got you, girl. Kobe has the star. She will be your jammer. And Hawaiian Punch coming around for 4. Hawaiian Punch calls it just as Kobe comes to the back of the pack. Nothing for Lansing still at 54. Downriver now at 99, just 1 point below that century mark. And everyone watching this at the Mayfair Bar, you know what to do. So I will tell you as soon as that scoreboard moves to 100. have a 3-on-3 pack, 2 blockers in the box. Hit a Latte has to get past the formidable Night Train and Annie DeSpanko. But she knows what she's doing out there. Hit a Latte will be your lead jammer. Ready, set, riot, less than a half a lap behind. Pack is moving fast out there. Jammers are moving faster. Hit a Latte takes some direction from Chip and calls it. Hit a Latte picking up 1 point in that jam, and we have officially broken the century mark, everyone. Downriver now at 100 points. It's an all drink. We have just over 11 minutes left to go in this bout. It's like a little jammer on jammer fun back behind the pack with Sour Apple Pie and Andy Wardall. Sour Apple Pie comes out fighting Cosmic Sparks and Ms. Hyde in hot pursuit. Sour Apple Pie will be your lead jammer. Sour Apple Pie signaling her team to just keep right on trucking. Again, fast moving packs out there tonight. Sour Apple Pie takes hit to the outside and calls it. Looks like she picked up a couple of points in that jam. Lansing held scoreless. That's going to bring Downriver up to 102. Lansing at 54. 48-point game. That's Mick Jammer, 21, jamming for Lansing. She's got to enter in behind Mitch be trippin'. This is Seam Ripper, 36 of Downriver wearing the star. Tiger Lily called off for a false start. 3-on-4 pack. Nice bridging there by number 9, Bad Aptitude of Lansing. Of course, keeping that pack together, very important work. Oh, and Deacon Bruce forces Seam Ripper all the way to the back on that first pass. Mitch B. Trippin and Shira doing a nice job holding down that downriver wall. Mick Jammer shouldering her way through. Shoulders, of course, one of the legal hitting parts. Mick Jammer forced to the outside by Mitch B. Trippin. And look at the way Mitch B. Trippin keeps Mick Jagger in her sights. We've got some very, very skilled blockers on the floor tonight from both teams. From Mick Jammer, very hard-fought lead jam. And we have a star pass there. Deacon Bruce has to let her go. This is Tiger Lily of Downriver taking the star. Mick Jagger calls it. It's like Mick picked up 1 point there for Lansing. Downriver held scoreless. And E. Chip and Die has called an official review for Downriver. And the refs have called over Yar, who is coaching Lansing tonight, for a quick little confab. My co-announcer AK out there to get the skinny so he can report it back to us and to you. So Downriver has said that a out-of-pack penalty should have been called on a Lansing skater in that last jam. We're going to find out how that worked out for them in just a second. It's like Lucille Brawl's having a good time dancing with herself out there. So Downriver actually won that official review. The refs agreed with them. Failure to reform on the Lansing blocker, and so this will be a 3-on-4 pack going into this jam. And Wardall doing a nice hitting there on Hawaiian Punch there at the front of the pack. But they've got to let her go. Hawaiian Punch will be your lead jammer. Roxy Heartbreaker, meanwhile, looking to get the star pass there. Lucille Brawl trying to take the star. And amid all the confusion, Hawaiian Punch skates through for 4. This looks like Squidget doing some nice blocking there at the back of that pack, number 41. And Lucille Brawl getting called out on a track cut. We see a lot of pushing, we see a lot of shoving, and we hear about jam being called off. I believe that's 4 points there for Downriver on that jam. Downriver now at 109, Lansing at 55 with just under 7 minutes left to go in this second half.
That was all me because I did the slide for getting, and then I was like.
Number 72 hit a latte out there on the jam line for Downriver. This is Ready, Set, Riot, 88 for Lansing. And Tiger Lily doing a nice blocking there on Night Train. Blocker on blocker action. 72 hit a latte. She will be your lead jammer. Ready, Set, Riot, of course, still on that initial pass. Ms. Hyde and Night Train, meanwhile, have hit a latte in their sights. And hit a latte. Squeezes right past him to pick up 4 points for Downriver. Ready, Set, Riot, still on that initial pass. Hit a latte looking to break through on that second scoring pass. Ms. Hyde holding it down like no one else can for Lansing. Lucille Brawl hits her to the outside. Hit a latte to the back of the pack. Cosmic Slams fresh out of that penalty box. Coming in to help her teammates there. The block and nice bridging there, courtesy of 104 Night Train. But the Punisher also coming in for Downriver. And that looks like 4 more points on the board for Downriver. That's going to bring them up to 116, Lansing at 55. Sour Apple Pie, 314, back jamming for Downriver. And that is number 2, Wardall, Andy Wardall for Lansing. Bad Aptitude holding down the blocker line for Lansing. Wardall sees her chance and takes it. 1 inch available on the inside. Andy Wardall gets through. She will be your lead jammer. And Andy Wardall hits that pack at full force. Number 7, Cotton Candy Princess, is going to force Andy to the back of that pack. Number 3, 10, Roxy Wrecker, also going to come in for an assist. So, Sour Apple Pie around for 4. Andy Wardall around for 4. Sour Apple Pie getting called out on a penalty. Wait, I spoke too quickly. I saw Sour Apple Pie leave the track, but she's still very much in the game. One more point for both jammers. Downriver up to 121, Lansing at 60. We got 21 Mick Jammer out there jamming for Lansing. Well, with a name like Mick Jammer, they do kind of have to let you jam, don't they? And Mick Jammer will be your lead jammer. We've got pivot on pivot action to the front of the pack. Number 26, Seam Ripper, fighting her way through Wardall and Cosmic Slams. Mick Jammer coming up on that scoring pass. She-Ra and Mitch be tripping, holding it down. Punisher, too. Bitch Be Trippin' has forced Mick Jammer to the back. Remember, you can't come in behind someone that hit you out unless you want to get a track cut called on you. Cosmic Slams and Deacon Brews each throwing a shoulder there into Seam Ripper. And both jammers pushing Mick Jammer, doing a little spin move there to the outside. Unfortunately, Downriver reforms. Cosmic Slams looking to break it up. Oh, and Mick Jammer picks up a penalty. This is going to be a power jam for Downriver. Oh, and we spoke too quickly. Mick Jammer has been told to return to the track. She did not get a penalty. Both jammers in. This is not a power jam. Cosmic Slams takes a tumble trying to keep Seam Ripper away, but Seam Ripper out on a very hard-fought first pass. She will not be your lead jammer. Mick Jammer calls it off again. Powerful blocking here by both teams. Mick Jammer did pick up 3 points there for Lansing. That's going to bring them up to 63. Downriver at 122. Just over 1 minute left to go in tonight's bout. Time for one, maybe two more jams. We will see. Roxy Heartbreaker 31 back out there. And 808 Hawaiian Punch jamming for Downriver. Oh, I thought Chip and Jai might be calling another timeout, but I guess not. 3 on 4. Ms. Hyde, Night Train, doing what they do. Keeping the jammer contained. Lucille Brawl as well. Lucille Brawl and Night Train have to let her go. Hawaiian Punch will be your lead jammer. Roxy Heartbreaker taking a tumble to the inside there. Courtesy of number 7, Cotton Candy Princess of Downriver. We got pivot on pivot rather in the center of the track. Ms. Hyde getting called out on a penalty, and Hawaiian Punch scoring 4 more points there for Downriver. Star pass, Deacon Brews taking the star for the 5th time tonight for Lansing. Cotton Candy calls it from the floor, and we have a timeout. And Lansing is now calling a team timeout with just 2 seconds on the clock. And from the cheers from the sidelines, I think we're about to start for the... Oh, and now Eat, Chip, and Die has called an official review. Remember, since the refs sided with them in their first official review, they got to retain it. Sour Apple Pie and Andy Wardall doing a little dance there on the jam line. We love to see it. They're just getting ready for the after party early. Remember to join us at the Mayfair Bar tonight. Our theme is high school stereotypes. All right, we are back into action. Last jam of tonight. But watch me being proven wrong, and we have a crazy 2 jams. But Sour Apple Pie sneaks around Bad Attitude and Ready, Set, Riot. She will be your lead jammer. Wardall lines up to the back, takes a hit to the inside, courtesy of the downriver pivot. And Sour Apple Pie sneaks through on the outside, putting 4 points on the board for Downriver. Andy Wardall still on that first pass. We hear lots of penalties being called. Downriver now down 2 blockers, but Sour Apple Pie not stopped. 4 more points. Sour Apple Pie calls it, and that is gonna be the bout. Looks like Andy Wardall picked up 2 points there for Lansing in that jam, and we will have the official score ready for you in just a second. After the officials do their conferring and their configuring and what have you. But I think it's safe to say Downriver has this one. And that's the final whistle. The final score, Lansing 65, Downriver 136. Again, great job, both teams. We saw some amazing blocking, some amazing jamming, and most of all, some amazing team play tonight. And we want to say thank you so much to Downriver, driving all the way here from Downriver to join us here tonight. Thank you all. Thank you again to Kalamazoo driving east to join us here tonight for our bouts. Thank you to Court 1 for hosting us all these years. Thank you so much to all of our skating officials, our refs, our zebras. We truly couldn't do this without you. And thank you also to our NSOs, our scorekeepers, our penalty trackers, our penalty box wranglers. You are truly the unsung heroes of roller derby. And also thank you to our medics for being here when we need them. Thank you to Devin, our amazing IT guy, making this live stream possible. And thank you to my co-announcer, AK. And most of all, thank you so much to all of our fans, near and far, home and away. We are so happy you decided to spend your Saturday evening with us, either in person at Court 1, watching us on the big screen at the Mayfair Bar, or just enjoying us from the privacy and comfort of your own home. We really appreciate your support, and we would not be here skating without you, so thank you. That is going to be the last home bout of the season for Lansing Roller Derby, and we hope to see you again in 2024. Lexington.